Good morning. Welcome to the office. Caught me at a good time, I suppose. We are testing the latest batch of Banshee T52. Guys, check this unicorn storm. Oh, yeah. Anyways, that's the colorway we're testing, I guess. Oddly enough, I never actually, well, in true G2 fashion, we never actually introduced the Banshee T52. So we'll get you some specs here. Banshee T52, what it was released during the Week of Wonders. This was at the end of November, and there was 50 made, not 50 released because not that many passed QC. There was 25 of the slate black, 25 of the EDC gray. Both were engraved, one of them 1 to 25 with Roman numerals, the other batch 26 to 50. I think in all maybe 42 were actually sold, the rest were glitched or trash grade. But anyways, Unicorn Storm is the return of the Banshee T52. Let me find a Banshee SS and a Banshee 22, and then we'll talk more about where the Banshee T52 came from and the specs. So normal progression of the yo-yo world has been to get wider right now. A lot of the stuff was stuck in that 44, 45-ish range for a long time. Now you're seeing it pushed out past 50. I'm starting to think 46, 48 kind of seems to be the sweet spot for what I like moving forward. Eventually we'll push that wider boundary possibly, but the Banshee T52 was basically our way of redoing the Banshee SS but making it modernized and more competitive. Banshee 22 AL7 version specifically has been a huge fan favorite. The sizing on it has been really well received. We did go a little bit wider even with the T52. It's been another 2.5 years. It was 2 years basically from the Banshee 22 to the T52. So 2 years, a couple more millimeters wider. But really, the biggest difference here, so we wanted it to overtake the Banshee SS. It's been retired for a while in our lineup here as the stainless steel version. And you probably want to know, why did I go titanium? Well, you're going to see these rims are chunky, and you can't really get that chunk. And titanium to me on the hand, maybe it's placebo, maybe it's not, feels softer in hand. So I like those catch zones with it too, or the catch feeling of it softer. But I like the look of the bigger, chunkier rims without it being super, super, super rim weighted, so it doesn't have any agility. Trying to find that medium spot, and decided, hey, let's take advantage of the titanium. We can make it thicker. It's denser than aluminum, not as dense as titanium, or not as dense as stainless steel. So we can make it bigger, similar to what the size of almost aluminum would be. But we can also pack some extra density in there. So that's what we did. So side by side there, you see how much bigger those titanium rims are than the stainless steel. But then that aluminum rim is still chunkier, but kind of a perfect medium right here for the titanium. Look at the size of those titanium rims again, even on this side. And it's funny to see how thin and skinny that Banshee SS looks. I mean, it's been years, but still, the T52 really added some width. And a big factor here was softening those rims with the titanium, just for a comfort level you get on those harder turns, because this yo-yo has a lot of power. So yeah, actual specs on this bad boy, 56.8 millimeters in diameter. We're looking at 45.85 millimeters wide, 64.7 grams. Average Throwers Club branding was like last week, and I think I already forgot how to do it. Guys, I have Alzheimer's, dementia. I don't actually know which of those is right, but whichever one that your memory is lost, that's how it is for me in tricks. So how does it play? It's kind of a loaded question, right? Because I made the yo-yo. So, of course, I'm going to be biased, but I have a whole lineup of yo-yos now, and this is currently my favorite. It plays perfectly, is the easiest way to describe it. It has just a hair less of that momentum and heft that you feel with the Wraith. The Wraith has a little more rim weight, and you can feel it. This, while maintaining the momentum through tricks and stability, it has a little bit more of the quickness and agility. Now, it's not going to match the quickness and agility of like a E23 or a AL7 Arbiter X, but it's not really supposed to. It's a different item. It's kind of like if you beefed up a loadout a little bit. It does everything well, but this has more stability and power. I don't know. Between that, the Banshee swoop on that catch zone, the softer rims, and the titanium to boot, I love the way it plays. I played it against all those other competitive yo-yos in the competition flight. This is my favorite of the batch. It just is what I like better in a yo-yo. I like to have that a little bit of agility. I don't like it to be too much of a just overpowering yo-yo. So I think hopefully that helps you learn how it plays a little bit. It just plays right. You're guaranteed to like this, and if you don't like this, you don't like yo-yo. This is the Banshee T52. Oh, one last thing, don't leave. Yes, it can. Okay, listen, I didn't do the spoingy, I just did it back to my hand, but yes, it can DNA.